All right, let's turn attention now to politics, as members of the All Progressives Congress have elected new executive committee members to pilot the affairs of the party in various states of the Federation. This follows the party's state congresses conducted on Saturday in various states of the Federation. Now, while the exercise went smoothly in some states, others witnessed the emergence of two sets of officials as a result of the parallel elections held. Among the states where the exercise went smoothly was the Lagos chapter of the party. Their members adopted the voice vote approach to elect a new set of executive members. And joining me now to speak more about the congresses is the APC Publicity Secretary in Lagos State, Seyi Oladejo. Good to have you join us.
Thank you. Seyi Oladejo.
Seyi Oladejo, thanks for the correction. Let me start by congratulating you because you returned as the Publicity Secretary of the party in Lagos.
Thank you very much.
But you emerged. I'm very sure, I don't know if there are those within the party who feel disgruntled, but use the Lagos Congress as some sort of yardstick to just appraise the congresses held around the state. Although some members in some states are feeling aggrieved at this moment. But what do you make of the congresses?
Well, it is natural that there was more to those congresses than the elections of executives to the party offices. The underlying factor that really was eating up the policy was the calculations towards the 2023 national elections. And in Lagos, as far as we're concerned, the exercise was very successful, the state congress. There was a build-up to that congress. We had the World Congress where the delegates that were qualified to participate in the process last Saturday were elected, 5 per ward in 245 wards and the states, and the statutory delegates from Mr. Governor to the deputy, to the members of the National Assembly, to the cabinet members, to the local government chairman. Altogether, 1,615 of them gathered at Mobolaji Johnson Arena, former Nikon Stadium, last Saturday to elect the officers. So it is not totally strange that some people will have issues with that and all of that. But the bottom line in all of this is that there should be discipline, even within the party. There shouldn't be impunity. We have to play the game by the rules. By the time you willingly agree to join a political party, it behoves that you're also submitting to the Constitution, to the rules, to the guidelines guiding the party. So it's as simple as that.
But when it's party stalwarts, in this case, that holds parallel Congress. For example, let's use the Enugu case where, there are members of the party who are well-known individuals in the society that held these parallel Congresses. And people are wondering, members of the party are worried that perhaps in some states, the party is heading towards the case that you had in Rivers and Zamfara, where you didn't have, the party was not even on the ballot in the first place because of issues like this. Was this not seen ahead that something like this could happen in these states and moves made to resolve them?
Let me take you back to the Lagos example. The National Secretariat deployed a 7-man committee to conduct the Congress in Lagos, led by Chief Adebayo Adelabu as the chairman and Ambassador Chris Oga as the secretary. It was a 7-man committee that screened all those who bought nomination forms. That means those who contested on Saturday were pre-qualified. So strictly those who scaled the screen qualified to participate. That exercise was witnessed by INEC. That exercise was also witnessed by all the relevant agencies, as it were, who should be there. So I just wonder who ever had any parallel Congress, as they claim. Who were those who took part in the exercise? Who were those who conducted it? You'll be hearing stuff like, we had our own Congress. That shouldn't happen in party politics. There are rules, there are processes which should be followed. And I need to agree with you that counting down to 2023, the party needs to get its hearts together because it will really tell at the crucial time. And I believe the party is already putting things in place to resolve all those conflicts and see how
and resolution was just where I was going to. I know this is still a new Congress. This is a new executives. We don't know what's going to happen next. But I just want to ask, the measures that your party might take, are you going to leave these issues to litigation, or you're going to find some sort of mechanism within your internal democracy to resolve these issues?
Definitely there are mechanisms within the party structure to take care of petitions and conflicts and see the best way to resolve within the party. And those who are aggrieved are encouraged to send in petitions to to the appeal committee to review the various state congresses, where they will look at all those appeals on their own merits and see how we can make peace. But let me also say, the party is big enough to accommodate everyone. Maybe we need to put our ambitions in check in the best interest of the party so that the party can grow from here. And as a ruling party too, we need to manage our success better, which remain a major underlying factor to this crisis.
So your party is pretty much made up of people who are from different parties. For example, we've also seen people from the PDP defecting to the APC and vice versa. But let's focus on the APC, where people feel like within the party, there are people who can do things and get away with them, that there is really no mechanism for sanction. We've seen in some states, for example, in Kwara, where factions of big names are at loggerheads, and it continues a lot in some other states. Do you have mechanisms to call your big names within the party, whether in terms of position, to order, saying, look, this is what is stated in our constitution, and everyone has to follow?
The rules are very clear. In party politics, like I said earlier, you are really submitting some rights of control, some rights of towing the lines as stated by the Constitution. And for the particular Congress, from the 23rd to the end of this month, all those who are aggrieved have the opportunity to really approach the appeal committee to review their cases. And I must also say that a whole number of people will also have to come down from their high horses in the interest of the party. The problem we have in APC now is the opposition within the party, not the real opposing party. People at loggerheads and they're members of the same political family. And at the end of the day, it won't be in our best interest. It's also about the image of the party, if you ask me.
And people are watching how this will play out prior to the 2023 elections. Thank you so much for sharing your thought with us on this. The Publicity Secretary of the APC Lagos State Chapter, Sheye Oladijo.
Thank you very much for having me.